Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to be doing a kind of a coding-ish video where we're going to be talking about AI and the difference between that and a basic system remembering. So the reason why I'm making this video is because this is a common problem. A lot of people, they think remembering is learning, and it's not. It's for AI. So let's get into this. The average person, they'll take a look at smoke and mirrors and say, oh, that's AI, and it's not. See, what happens as a coder, I can actually do what's called an SQL database. Just think of it as just no database. It's just a bunch of information there. What I can do is I can tell the program, okay, what you can do is you can ask for a person's name, ask for this, ask for that, and go about that. And when the person answers, if they answer, then put the stuff into the database. Remember which line in the database the say the name or whatever it is, and that way if the person has to change it. So say for example, if they say one day, oh, my name is Bob, and they change their name the next day, then it'll go back to that same line and replace that Bob with whatever that next name is. And that's a basic thing of how to do this. Now it might ask you questions, you might naturally tell it, or something of this nature, or it might gather information through certain things, maybe emails and whatnot, which is not likely in this case, but in some, yes, it would definitely be possible. But that's not AI. That's not AI at all. That's basically programming a software to remember something, and something in particular. So for example, if the person says, my favorite food is pizza, or my favorite color is blue, well, the fact is if I don't program, as a programmer, if I don't program the thing to say, oh, let's remember that, the thing won't remember that. So where a AI comes in, actual intelligence comes in, is it doesn't only remember, but it learns. See, remembering is, I could say, remember the person's name, remember the person's whatever, and it will remember that because I programmed it to do that. It's instincts is to do that. Whereas if it's learning, it has some type of intelligence behind it. What happens is it will learn stuff that I wouldn't even thought of programming into it. Like for example, if I how Cortana is today, or Siri, or Google, or many of these other things, how they are, if you go off and you say, my favorite color is blah, and it doesn't have a database or doesn't have the code to remember that, and you ask it, what is my favorite color, then it won't be able to answer it because it just simply didn't store that information. So a AI, a actual learning intelligence, it will actually go and you can say, my favorite food is pizza. And then what would end up happening is the thing will see that, oh, your favorite food is pizza, even though as a programmer I didn't program into it to know your favorite food or whatever it may be. And the reason why that's useful is it will say, oh, your favorite food is pizza, I see you're traveling and I don't think you've eaten for some time, let me show you some pizza restaurants. Ta-da! You just actually added quite a bit of function into the system. So that's where it's important. Obviously, you got into danger case like Terminator and whatnot, but the realistic is that's not going to happen, and you're going to get into these cases where the thing will try to help you out in a unique way the developers and the company didn't even think about. That's a major thing. It's like Minecraft and some of these other things. the developers, they put out the software and stuff thinking the person's going to do a handful of things, and it turns out the person in Minecraft is making entire computers, actual computers. And who would thought of that? The fact is that's where intelligence comes in play, is having the system, and specifically in this case an AI, actually be able to do something that the developers, they even program for, good or bad or indifferent. But as far as that case goes, I mean, and you can put rules in there so it doesn't rewrite its own program, so it sticks within its boundaries, so it doesn't do anything stupid. But basically, it can learn things, and as a developer, I will just have to think of, okay, we don't want it to buy things for you automatically, so and reserve a table at a restaurant for you automatically. We don't want it to do these certain things, so it doesn't do it. It has limiters onto it, and that's just the cool thing behind it. And a lot of people, this is where the fear comes in with the Terminator and stuff like that. And realistically, that wouldn't happen because of the limiters and a few other things, is resources. Because in order for a program to rewrite itself to the point of being Terminator fashion, you basically have to have a untold amount of resources in order for that even have a half of a chance to have a robot that actually comes out somewhat successful. So what you're really going to be stuck with today with AI is, oh, my favorite food is pizza. The AI sees, hey, you've been working all day, you haven't really ate, and I know people need to eat, and well, let's show you some restaurants with pizza. So yeah, as far as that goes, if you got any questions, anything else, then feel free to let me know, and I'll try and answer as quickly as possible. But hopefully this helps you out in some form or fashion. And if you agree with me, disagree with me, or whatever, then feel free to leave that in the comment section. I'd like to see your opinions on this, as coders and non-coders, onto this, and be interesting. But anyways, see you in future videos, and hope you have a great day.